While doing an MRI for a female influencer, I discovered she had a battery-powered sex toy inside her body. Out of my responsibility as a doctor, I kindly warned her. Instead, she slapped me across the face and tearfully told her rich fiancé that I tried to sexually harass her under the guise of examination. Her fiancé flew into a rage and smashed my skull with a fire extinguisher. Not only that, she posted about it online, painting me as a perverted doctor that everyone wanted dead. My wife couldn't bear the cyberbullying and jumped from the 19th floor. My daughter became an orphan. When I opened my eyes again, I was reborn back to the day I performed her MRI. This time, I chose to respect her suicidal fate. What are you staring at? Never seen a beautiful woman before. Hurry up with the scan. I have a product livestream this afternoon. The shrill female voice pierced my eardrums painfully. I snapped back to reality, breaking out in a cold sweat. Sitting before me was the female influencer who had destroyed me in my past life, Layla. Right now she had her arms crossed, her face full of contempt. I instinctively touched the back of my head. The tragedy from my past life felt like it happened just yesterday. Her muscle-bound rich fiancé Ricardo had grabbed a red fire extinguisher and smashed it viciously into my head. This is what you get for being a pervert. Ricardo's furious roar and Layla's gleeful cold laughter were the last sounds I heard in my previous life. After I died miserably, Layla started a live stream online. She cried pitifully, accusing me of not only forcibly pulling down her underwear, but also making lewd comments about her private parts. The internet exploded with rage. Doctors nowadays are so disgusting, beasts in white coats. Protect Layla, boycott this hospital. My name stayed on the trending topics for an entire week. To calm the public outcry, the hospital threw all the blame on me, a dead man. Tav. My wife couldn't bear the cyberbullying and jumped from the hospital's top floor. And my father, who had worked hard his entire life, had people come to his door cursing him and throwing feces at him. In despair he drank a bottle of pesticide and died in unspeakable agony. Remembering all this, overwhelming hatred surged in my chest. Hey, are you deaf or what? Layla waved her hand forcefully in front of my face and rolled her eyes. What's wrong with you bottom-tier doctors? Is your brain damaged? Stop spacing out. I took a deep breath and forced down my emotions. Sorry, Miss Layla, right? You're here for a pelvic MRI. I picked up the metal detector and began scanning her. The moment I scanned her pelvic area, beep beep beep. The detector blared its alarm, red lights flashing wildly. Layla's expression flickered, but she quickly forced herself to look calm. Why is it beeping? This machine must be broken. I stared at her coldly. Miss Layla, Miss Ryla scans prohibit any ferromagnetic or conductive metal objects. Do you have any metal implants in your body? Such as an IUD, bone pins or anything else? In my past life this was when I said a few extra words. Having worked in the imaging department for years, I knew this detector's reaction definitely wasn't from an ordinary IUD or bone pin. It was clearly from a metal object with a battery and motor. Combined with her slightly odd walking posture when she entered, legs pressed together, and the unnatural flush on her face, I immediately deduced that she had a remote-controlled vibrating toy inside her body. My duty as a doctor wouldn't let me ignore it. Because the magnetic field inside an MRI chamber is 60,000 times stronger than Earth's magnetic field. This meant any magnetic metal entering the chamber would not only turn into a high-speed flying bullet. If the metal was inside the body, it would experience violent displacement from the powerful magnetic pole. At the same time, the magnetic field would cause eddy currents inside the metal, instantly generating temperatures of several hundred degrees. If that thing stayed inside her during the MRI, her intestines and reproductive organs would be instantly cooked and torn apart. In my past life, my well-meaning warning had cost me everything. This life, looking at Layla's face beautifully made up but unable to hide her bitter, mean nature, I only felt cold amusement. Hearing my question, Layla's eyes darted away. She instinctively pressed her legs together, then yelled viciously, "What anything else? Why do you talk so offensively? What could I possibly have inside me? This is a titanium alloy bone pin from a minimally invasive surgery 2 years ago. I already asked other doctors. Titanium alloy isn't affected by Mr. I at all. You're just a radiologist. Do you even have basic medical knowledge? Don't make a scene here when you don't know what you're talking about." She jabbed her finger at my nose as she scolded me. True, having titanium alloy in your body allows you to get an MRI, because it's not ferromagnetic. But the detector's current reaction was definitely not something as simple as titanium alloy. She was lying. But I didn't refute her at all. I simply nodded obediently. If it's a titanium alloy bone pin, then you can certainly proceed. Layla snorted coldly, looking smug. At least you're not completely blind. I turned and walked to the control desk, taking out a legally binding examination-informed consent form from the drawer. I picked up a pen and heavily circled several key sections. Then I walked to a position directly under the surveillance camera. Ms. Layla, although you say it's titanium alloy, for your safety and per hospital regulations, please confirm once more that you have no ferromagnetic metals, electronic devices, batteries, or non-medical metal objects on or inside your